Hello, Bilish Kavava here, and I'm back with another MTG video. And today we're talking about Double Masters as the previews start to hit. And I did a video about 2 days ago talking about the box toppers for the VIP edition. Of course, in the VIP edition, which is basically $100 American for one booster pack, you get 2 full art box topper in shiny foil. And that is the only way you can get those cards in foil is in the box topper. So I was a little worried that I think Wizards of the Coast is basically testing out the waters, seeing if this product is a success. And if it is a success, in maybe 6 months' time, maybe a year's time, they can ratchet it up, maybe make a $200 booster pack, maybe a super VIP or something like that. Basically an even more premium product as they slowly move more and more towards that direction. So I thought that it was going to be a smash hit. They were going to put the best of the best cards in there to make sure that this flew off the shelves and that everyone was going to go crazy for it. Well, so far, it's been good, the spoilers, but some of them have been questionable. So we're just in MTG Goldfish, and we're just going to take a look at some of these spoilers going down here. So first of all, we're looking at the box topper. Remember that the box topper in foil can only be bought in a VIP edition of Double Masters, which is a $100 booster pack. So first of all, we got Sneak Attack, and remember you do get 2 of these in foil. So Sneak Attack is a $30 one, a $30 card, which is okay, doesn't seem too bad. But then we get some questionable ones, I would say, with here, Council's Judgment. This card is currently, I think, around $12. So I don't know how much it does see play a lot in Commander. It's a Commander staple. All these cards do see play, but I'm not sure. Stable might be a too strong a word for this card, but it is around $12, and it was crafted. I think it originally came from Conspiracy or something like that, but the box topper might be $20, $30, something like that. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more, depending how crazy Commander players go out of it. And Commander players do tend to spend a lot more money to get the bling, to get the cool looking cards. But that's a bit questionable. But then here, crop rotation is also very questionable. Now, I love the art. The art here is fantastic. But this card is like a $1.50, $2 card. So a bit weird having these two here. And remembering, this is a $100 booster pack. So if you draw a crop rotation and a sneak attack, you've lost money there. You've lost money there unless your uncommon foils and your rare foils can just push you up there to the, well, let's say crop rotations, let's say it's a $30 card and sneak attack's a $30 card. Then that's like $60. And then you need the 40 to come from the rest of the lands and the rest of the cards, the uncommons, the rares. So you're not looking too good there. I do want to say that these are pre-order prices, so these prices will tend to drift lower. So if Sneak Attack is right now at $30, or let's say Crop Rotation starts pre-ordering at $30 as well, it will probably go lower. It won't go higher than this, because this is still spoiler season, still a preview. People are still super hyped, so it will go lower. So Sneak Attack might go down to 20 or 25, and then Crop Rotation might go back down to 20, and of course all the cards will lose value. I do really like the Sneak Attack art. It's a callback to the original Sneak Attack. So the original Sneak Attack art, the orcs were basically about to do a sneak attack on a sleeping dragon, and now here we have the orcs planning the sneak attack, and yet you see the dragon looking onwards, about to attack. So nice call out. I love the art on all of these cards, but the value there might not be too good. Now here we have, if we keep just scrolling down, we have here Dark Confident. Now this is a Dark Confident, doesn't need any doesn't need any explanation. Everyone knows Dark Confident, how good Dark Confident is. He's up here at $50, the regular version, and the box topper version is at $89.50. We'll probably trickle down a bit, but it's a fantastic card. The only weird thing about this one is actually I love this art, the normal version art. I love it. I know it's not the original art from Ravnica, but I love this version. I love this version better than the Ravnica version, the original Ravnica version, and better than the box topper. I don't really like the box topper art here. It just looks to me like it's off frame. Like it should be pushed more. It looks like there's just too much example of like the pillar, his hand on the pillar, and is kind of like pushed off to a side. So here's an example of, I would actually prefer the original, not the original Ravnica edition, but I would actually prefer the non-box topper version than the box topper version at this case. But I'm sure art's subjective. People might love this new box topper version of Dark Confidant. Actually, you can post down in the comment sections of this video. Do you like the old Dark Confidant, or do you like the new box topper Dark Confidant? I actually think the original one. But a fantastic box topper there at $89. We come down here. We see the cards that are not box topper: Sneak Attack, Jace the Mind Sculptor, Blade Steel, Doubling Season. So fantastic cards here. We do see there are some rares that are coming in here at the normal packs that will probably really hurt you, like Boom Reflection, Blade Splicer. We're talking about a 50-cent rare. So looking a bit strange here. Some of the rare. Look here, we have an 80. Thought Reflection is an 88-cent rare, and here we have another $1 rare. Here we have a $1.24 rare, and these are for the normal cards. We have Noble Hierarch back here at rare, a $20 rare, not bad. Grim Lavamancer. I think this was just reprinted in Jumpstart. Exploration. So we come down to Engineered Explosive. Used to be a crazy expensive card, but now it's down to like $6. Here we have Bosch. Bosch is a $1 rare, and here we have another rare that's like 75 cents. So some of these rares are really like pretty crappy. So you might open a VIP edition pack for $100, miss out on the two heavy hitters, might get 2 cards of the foil full arts, which aren't really that good, and then miss out on good rares. You might get a foil Bosch, which won't be that good. So Voice of Resurgence is back again, just completely destroying, let's say, anyone who invested heavily in Dragon's Maze. But, it was Dragon's Maze. You should have known that Dragon's Maze wasn't that good. But Voice of Resurgence, the only good card, gets repeated again. And here we have a little bit of jank. Now, coming down here to the box toppers, because I'm more focused on the box toppers and the VIP editions, because I was thinking, since it's a $100 booster pack, Wizards has to cram in a lot of value. I don't have a problem with a $100 booster pack if they give you lots and lots of value, but some of the choices are a little questioning. Jace the Mind Sculptor, fantastic one to put in there. Doubling Season, also fantastic. Blight Steel Colossus, all these are fantastic. Current Liberated, fantastic card to put in there. I personally don't like this art, to be quite frankly, but okay, it's $100. Mana Crypt, of course. We've got Sword of War and Peace. It's now at $100. I'm not sure if it's going to hold that. It's one of the weaker swords, but we'll see if the complete sword cycle is in this double masters and with box toppers. Then it's a good cycle to put in there. The sword cycle. Wormcaller, Atraxa, Kali of the Vase. Cyclonic Rift is a $70 fantastic card. Sees a lot of play. This card sees a ton of play. Love the art on it. Exploration, also a $90 card, was from originally, I think it came originally from Conspiracy, something like that, but also a fantastic card. Sees a lot of play in decks. Noble Hierarch, another reprinting. I think we did have a box topper version of Noble Hierarch. Yes, we did. We did have a box topper version in Ultimate Masters, but I really love this art. This art is fantastic. Now, this is where it gets a bit weird, because originally I thought that they were only gonna pick rares to do the box topper. So I was thinking that they wouldn't pick any card like at below $20 regular version. But that seems to be completely wrong. They're just upshifting cards to rare in the box topper. So Expedition Map, it's at $40, It does see a lot of play in Commander, but this is an uncommon card. This card is a very cheap card, so who knows what's it going to be. And now here we have the Urza lands. Yes, the Urza lands, very famous for Tron, of course, but here they are, and these cards are like $2. These have been printed a lot, and they're like $2, and as you can see, all three of them together with Karn up here make like a panorama. I personally don't like this art. I think on the land it's okay. I think on Karn, I don't like Karn, but I think on the land it's good. But this is very specific. This is for the Tron player, you know, Eldrazi Tron, regular Tron. This is for the Tron player that wants to pimp out his deck, because if he wants just these lands, you can get them for $2 each. They're very cheap lands. They've been reprinted a whole bunch. But if you're a fan of Tron, and I know people who love Tron will play Tron, they'll play Tron forever, and they'll probably want to pimp out their deck with these Tron lands in this fancy art version. But for anyone else that isn't a fan of Tron, I personally am not a fan of Tron, so I have no intent or need for these lands, or want for these lands, to be perfectly honest. But if you're not a Tron fan, these cards they're worthless for you unless you want to trade them, or if you just don't like the art, or if you play Tron but you're fine with your $2 original version, then these lands here is really confusing to me, because I'm not sure where they're going to sit. They're either going to sit at $30 or $30, $40. I just don't know how much. Tron players really like Tron. That's why they play it. They play it constantly. They love the deck. So I can see some of them wanting these lands in foil, wanting this card to go with it, and pimping out their deck. But I can also see a reverse where those people aren't enough to bring this higher than $30 each. Like I do not see these lands. Like, if these lands hit $30, me personally would think it would be extraordinary if each one of these lands reached $30, because I see some people that will just play, which prefer the original, or they will say, why will I spend $30 on this land when I can get it for $2? But I might be completely wrong. You can post down in the comments section if you are a Tron player. I would actually love to hear from Tron players. If you're a Tron player, would you spend $20 or $30 for these lands and buy this card because you're just a super fan of Tron? Because I know Tron players are intense. They do love their deck. Will you be willing to pay that much money, $20, $30, for these lands and this card to pimp out your deck? So right now, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. It is good, but I did not expect they were going to upshift cards that weren't rare into rare just to box topper, like Expedition Map. I didn't think they would do that. I thought it was going to be only rare cards, and originally I thought that it was going to be rare cards that they would say, like, the base price is $20, and we're going to only pick cards that are $20 above to justify a $100 pack. But clearly they're picking cards that are like $2, $1, and even up here they're picking cards that are like, if you go up to the top, like Crop Rotation, they're picking cards that are really weird, which they are used in Commander, but they're not high value cards, and they're exclusively there to pimp out their deck. I do want to make a video just discussing what people think of having all these variants. Does this diminish the specialness of cards? If everything's a variant, is nothing a variant? And also what you think of, would you guys be happy if Dark Confident, like this Dark Confident, the normal version of Dark Confident, if that card was, let's say, $5, and then there was a box topper that was like $100 or $200? Is that the right way for Wizards to approach this? Is it the right way for the game pieces to be let's say, devalued. Like, I'm not sure what that would do to the game stores, but is that a way for them to go? But that's a different question. That's a different video altogether about. But I do want to ask the community. I do want to try and do a video about that. But that's about it. I just wanted to show what so far is coming out. Some good, some bad. You know, Jace the Mind Sculptor, fantastic. Dark Confident, fantastic. But you do have some weird cards that I just don't think. So post down in the comment sections what you think. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And that's about it. Bilish Kavava, out.